Alrighty, so hello, I'm doing something different today. So I've already done some experimenting carving stuff. I did that yesterday and kind of figuring out what my angle grinder can do. So that was a new thing I got, and I haven't had a chance to really get into it because I wanted to use it outside. So it's finally nice enough out to be outside. I got some wood carving blades with it, so they're really aggressive. So yeah, I was thinking to use that to like take bigger pieces and get the shape I want, and then use my off-brand Dremel to do all the detail work. So I just figured I'd do some experimenting with that and show you guys like what I'm doing, what I'm learning, because it is, you know, a learning curve. So yeah, I've already done that for one day, and then today's my second day. I got this bigger piece that I'm happier with. It's just got a smoother front face to it. I wasn't really sure when I was scavenging wood like what I was looking for. So the one, I just liked the look of it. I thought it already looked like something, which then, I don't know, that can help with like creativity. If something already is like, that looks like an owl, that looks like a whatever, a shark. But this one's, you know, just a big flat piece. I've had it for a while because I got it because I thought I would carve it into something once I got a bigger tool or whatever the heck, and it got thrown in our fire pit at some point. So part of it gets burnt on the back, but that's okay. It'll add character. So yeah, I mostly just wanted to be like experimenting with my angle grinder with the different blades. Not that scary chainsaw blade, because danger. So I try and be discerning about what things I want and what I feel like is going to be useful for me. And honestly, I'm not sure the angle grinder is really the thing that is going to up my game necessarily. But anyway, it can be intimidating to feel like you don't have the right tools to do the things you want. Like I do want to get more into carving and carving bigger things and being more like efficient about it. Like I don't want to have to fight with my bits and my flex shaft or this tool that doesn't do exactly what I want it to. So it can be kind of a downer to not have all that stuff, but I feel like any one tool, like whether it's a Dremel or a chainsaw or a die grinder, which I just learned about from Jordy, didn't know what that was, so thank you, or whatever the heck it is, like you can do a lot with it, but once you want to get like further, like you want to like really up your game, plus like bits and accessories, it can become really frustrating to not have the things that you maybe need. But when you do want to like up your game and then you can't because, you know, you don't have the $1,000 tool or something, it can be frustrating. That being said, my Wen rotary tool is broken. The flex shaft is broken. My bits are garbage, so I gotta replace that stuff. So can't do any super detailed stuff, but I am gonna block out. I'm thinking to do a bear because I've been watching some, who is it? He's a cool guy. His channel is called Ryan Cook Carves. That's who it is. And he seems like a legit, like professional chainsaw carver who I really like his wacky energy. And I found him because of Carving Fusion, Jordy, and all of that network of people. But I've been watching some of his tutorials about how to carve a bear, and it seems he makes it look so fucking easy. So, which I'm sure it's just like years and years of experience and having lots of really, really impressive, cool tools that he knows how to use. But I think it's a good place to start because it's a simple shape, you know, like ears and then a snout. And then it's like, that's like the basic shape of a bear, and then like some shoulders and like paws. So it doesn't seem super complicated. I'm not entirely sold on this chunk of wood because it seems to shout, like the depth of it around the circumference doesn't seem right for what I'm thinking. But since my tool is smaller, I don't have a 18-inch chainsaw or any chainsaw. I think this is probably a reasonable size. So I don't know. Should be okay. Alrighty, so this is my little sawhorse, and I've just bolted this piece of wood to it, and I've put some markings on it of kind of where I want to start, and we'll just go from there, see what happens. So yeah, and we'll see what I learn. I don't know, probably safety first. I got all my safety gear on, got my steel-toed boots, goggles, ear protection. I'm wearing I mean, I don't own any jeans. Also, women's jeans are much thinner material than men's jeans, just so you know, okay? So, but I don't wear a lot of jeans because they're uncomfortable as but they are better for protecting your body. So, yeah, also a thing I need is some protective pants. If I'm gonna do this, which I would like to. I think it would be dope. I think I'd be great at it, maybe. Anyway. Okay, let's do this. Okay, so this is my angle grinder. I've used it for a good day now, put some time on it. And these are the three, well, there's one more, but whatever. The 3 blades that I've used. This one really reminds me of my router bits. This one is very like raspy and got lots of teeth on it, like that. And then this is just a simple blade. It's a multi-cutting disc. So those are the 3 I've kind of used. There's one smaller one that doesn't seem as useful. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm starting with. Okay, but I have accomplished what I set out to do. I wasn't planning on spending a crap load of hours on any of these. I mostly wanted to get used to trying to use my angle grinder, seeing what it can do, and then going from there of like what tool I want to add to make this more useful. To be able to like really expand my horizons. If my flex shaft wasn't broken, I was planning on adding at least some detail to give it more of, you know, more, I guess. But that's broken. So I was thinking to carve a bear, and I went with a kind of a funny wood spirit guy. He kind of looks like a Easter Island head, you know, those guys. That's kind of what he looks like. And he's got growth, which I would end up like making into more of a beard, like feathering it out and stuff, if my rotary tool was working. But it's not. But this looks like an owl, you know, you can see that. This looks like an owl, even though I was like, maybe he's a wood spirit, maybe he's an owl. And now he's kind of like both. Because maybe he's got like a beard, but maybe these are feathers. You don't know. Doesn't matter. It's easy. Like, yeah, I had to like groan and like just be a little bit discouraged for a bit, because I feel like it can be frustrating to not have the thing that you feel like you need. But that can also be fake and false, because like if you're a resourceful person, which I feel like I am, you can get pretty fucking far on very few things. You know, you don't have to go buy thousands and thousands of dollars of tools. You don't have to have the fanciest wood, etc. You know, like you don't need to have all the things. Okay, don't be greedy. So if you're resourceful, you can get pretty far with what you have, and I've done tons of cool stuff with what I have with my cheap rotary tool, and then I'm pining after a chainsaw, but that's not necessarily, like, am I ready for a chainsaw? I don't know. I feel like I am. Like, I feel like it would really up my game. You know, my angle grinder, it's all circular, so it just can't do certain things. But yeah, so I felt discouraged. I went in my house and drank coffee and was like, for a while. And then I was like, you know what? This isn't like Beth the Builder's final like look how amazing I am at carving now, guys. That's not what this is. It is like kind of a tempt one. But yeah, this isn't like, now I'm amazing at this. It's like, hey, look, this looks like an owl, okay? So like, fuck yeah. So that's, I mean, that's encouraging. But like this guy, you know, he seems like kind of a mess, and that's a little disappointing. But I'm not an expert. I think it's mostly just like an attempt. It's just me, like, you have to do stuff like this that maybe doesn't look like much of anything to kind of gain some experience and just, you know, put some hours under your belt of how to do this stuff. Yeah, and figure it out. So yeah, my angle grinder, it can only do certain things, okay? It's not the most powerful, craziest tool in the world. My flex shaft is cheap. So that's no surprise to anybody that it broke. But I like, you know, this was really like crappy wood, but you know, it looks kind of like something. Like, I don't know, maybe like a horned wood spirit or something, like a funny, I don't know what it is. It doesn't matter because it's just like practice. It's really just practice for me. Yeah, you just have to do stuff like this and mess around with it before you can go on to be carving super awesome stuff and, you know, 10-foot trees like Jordy, or like really cool bears, and selling that stuff. Like, you have to do stuff like this that's like, what is it? I don't know. But, and get some hours on your tools before you're gonna be great at it. So, weirdly enough, I really like carving owls. Maybe that's my thing now. I really like it. It's really fun. I will end up getting a new flex shaft. I will get some better bits. We'll move on up. We'll upgrade some stuff. But yeah, it's a journey. And you're not going to do it all in one day. You're not going to be an expert or a professional chainsaw carver or a professional anything in one day, because that's not how it works. Yeah, I would say, you know, yeah, it's beginner, Beth the Builder, slightly bigger carvings. Beginner, attempt number 1. So fight me about it. Tell me that they're bad. I dare you. I don't care. I mean, this looks like an owl, okay? So fuck off. And this guy, I mean, yeah, I put a hat on him, so maybe he looks like more like a person or something. I don't know. Anyway, I have a Patreon now. That is a more direct way that you can support me, and then I'll be putting exclusive content on there just for you Patreon patrons. Just for you patrons. I guess that's what you're called or something. It's all new to me. But I do have extra projects and carvings, etc. that I will put on there, and, you know, you'll get like early access to things, etc. So if that's the way, if that is a way that you want to support me, all power to ya. I appreciate the ever-loving fuck out of it, but do not feel pressured. I appreciate everyone just liking and commenting and being encouraging, all you other wood carvers and other DIYers. Thank you. So check that out. I got stuff on my Etsy. I don't have anything new there because I'm busy. I'm trying to do other stuff. But yeah. So give me a like, subscribe if you haven't, because, you know, the more you like and subscribe, the more subscribers I have, the more you support me, the more things I can upgrade, and then I can do more carvings, potentially sell carvings, and it all cycles back into itself of me being able to do more stuff. What is that weird ass noise right now? It was a very strange sound. But yeah, give me a like and subscribe. I'll be doing more of this stuff as I upgrade equipment. So if you like that, you know. But otherwise, I'll see you guys next week with a new video, and thanks for watching. Man, this guy is like got a lopsided face. Looks terrible. Oh well.